Good morning, guys. How's it going? So, one more day till quite possibly the biggest day of this entire cycle kicks everything off. Could be everything could start tomorrow, Monday, Trump's inauguration. What sparks are we going to see fly? I am super jacked up about it, guys. So we're going to get into it, guys. Now, there are some JASMY community members doing something. We're going to talk about it, and they need to stop, right? And secondly, Visa and XCN Onyx coin, we're going to give you every little piece of it, guys. Let's start off with some JASMY here. Down 3.3% on the day, down 5% on the week, down 10.6% on the month, but up 470% on the year. Even in rank at 80, a $1.45 billion market cap, and volume's down a little bit. I mean, it's up from where it was last night, 188.97 million. We need to see that start to work its way back up. We got to see some volume start coming back into this space, but it's Sunday, right? So we'll see what the weekly close comes in as later today. Will the bulls make a push to get us up to some higher daily close numbers? We're going to check it out, guys. Or weekly close numbers, daily close numbers. XCN down 7.2% on the day, up 308% on the week, up 426% on the month, and up an unbelievable 722% on the year. We're down 14 spots in rank to 205. Market cap, guys, 349.7, 355, sorry, it just went up, 0.03 million. Volume is still looking juicy, 325.40 million in volume, so that's pretty good. We're liking what we see. Ondo's having itself a good day, eh? Check it out. Check Ondo out. All right, let's get into some charts, guys. Let's get into some charts. So, first off, we got JASMY. So we had a dip last night across the board. JASMY came down to 2 cents 782, but wicked right back up. Great buying pressure, guys. Great buying pressure brought us right back up inside of this bullish structure. My targets remain the same. We'll see what happens next week. I think it'll happen probably next week. We're going to ping pong here. We're going to break out. We're going to confirm the breakout on the retest and then go. We already tried that once here. We broke out. We tried the retest. We failed the retest and came back inside, right? Which is fine because we're still in a bullish setup. RSI is nicely cooled off, just a little below neutral at 43. My target remains that 7-cent range, guys. But again, I talk about it. If next week is as bullish as I think it could be, I think that all resistance levels, all of the next resistance levels on a lot of these altcoins are going to mean nothing, right? They're going to blow through them like a hot knife through butter. So, but you guys also always have to be ready and be prepared. Starting tomorrow, next week, could be one of the most bullish weeks you've ever seen in crypto. However, it could also be a red week. Keep that in mind, right? There's no guarantee Trump talks about crypto in his inauguration speech. There's no guarantee he signs any executive orders that are pro-crypto in the first week. There's no guarantee that Jerome Powell is bullish on the economy, right? It could go the other way and it could be bad. So always keep that in the back of your mind. In case it goes that way, then you're not sitting there upset, depressed. You're sitting there with dry powder, excited to buy the dip, right? But I'm expecting it to be a super mega ultra bullish week. So yes. All right. So going over to the XCN chart, guys, things are looking absolutely fantastic. Look at that. We're in the green right now. We are still above 1 cent. 1 cent 1.4 right now. That's where we had our daily close yesterday. Look how far down we wicked. We wicked all the way down to 20835 and was immediately bought right back up. It got bought back up all the way up to here. You're looking at a buy up of Wow, 36% just got scooped up, man. That is a lot of buying pressure, guys. And do you know what that tells me? That tells me that a penny and below, massive support, massive support. This tells me that every time that the price gets pushed down below a penny, it's going to get bought up like crazy, right? A lot of people are putting their buy orders in below a penny here. So every time we come down, boom, we shoot right back up because those buy orders start to fill, right? This is a very, if we close this candle where it is now or higher, very bullish, right? Very bullish. But I would like to see it close higher than this candle, yesterday's candle. But as long as we're closing above 1 cent one, bullish, guys, bullish. And as long as we keep doing that on the daily here, then my target in the short term is 3 to 5 cents. My target in the medium term, which would be end of March, beginning of April, would be 10 to 12 cents. Okay. So those are my price targets on Onyx coin moving forward here. Let's actually pull up the weekly. Look at that weekly candle. Boom. Boom. That's going to be one hell of a phenomenal weekly close, you guys. Our last weekly close was, holy smokes, our last weekly close, last week, our candle closed at 20299. 20299. Oh, that's fantastic. That is, we're going to have to talk about that in the we're going to have to talk about that in the live stream today. That's hilarious. That's amazing. All right, guys. So that's what I'm looking at there. Let's go have a look over at Bitcoin, as we always do. Can never ignore Bitcoin, because as Bitcoin goes, so does the market. Things are looking good for Bitcoin, guys. I am looking out for a big break to the upside next week, possibly between $115,000 and $118,000 is where my target is right now on this double bottom breakout. We're going to get some positive news on from Trump. I believe we're going to see Jerome Powell be, at worst case scenario, neutral. I believe we're going to see executive orders that are pro-crypto next week, and I believe we're going to see Bitcoin skyrocket, and it's going to drag the altcoins up with it. We are putting in higher daily closes every single day. Look at this. If we close where we are right now on this daily candle, we could break out. We could start our breakout as early as tonight, guys. Okay? So stay tuned for that. RSI is at 65, though. But, I mean, on that kind of macroeconomic bullish news, the RSI is not going to really matter in the immediate term. All right, so let's have a look at what's going on here, okay, with JASMY, with the JASMY community. So first off, I want to read this quick from Neo Sun. Go give Neo a follow over on X, guys. He's a phenomenal contributor to the community. Much respect. So he says, for those who constantly wonder why JASMY stays silent or whether their technologies are fully operational, it's important to understand that Japanese culture values discretion, and JASMY's no exception. Take WITS, which is one of JASMY's partners. For example, a member of the JASMY initiative and a key technology supplier for Toyota, covering around 80% of their technological supplies, on WIT's official website, you'll never find details about what they provided or do for Toyota. The same applies for other major players like Asian Co., a Toyota subsidiary, and Panasonic, who are also among their top clients. Confidentiality and restraint are deeply ingrained in their philosophy. And that he's got a good point, guys. You don't go on some of these websites, like these companies, you don't go on their websites and they don't have on their websites explaining what their next move is and what they're doing and all this kind of stuff, right? Like that's kind of a new thing that's kind of come along with crypto, right? And it's kind of come hand in hand with a little bit of entitlement from spoiled brats, right? They're demanding updates every single day. That doesn't happen in the TradFi world. Okay, you don't have investors in I don't know, let's say Sony or Nvidia, right? Stock hounding the CEO of the company for updates on what their next move is, right? That's a childish immature, entitled attitude that some people in crypto have. Like, they're entitled to have explanations on a daily basis, right? It's not how it works. It doesn't work that way in the TradFi markets, right? And you can say, well, TradFi, blah, 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 blah. The world is the world, man, right? Again, we'll use NVIDIA, a newer company, a huge company. You do not have investors in the stock of NVIDIA tagging the CEO of the company and harassing them online constantly, bashing them, complaining, whining, pissing and moaning. You don't see that, right? That's because their investors are professional investors, right? You will never find a multimillionaire professional investor who's on X tagging CEOs of companies, whining and complaining. You will never see that happen. It's never happened, right? That's why they say that the average retail investor is too immature to invest in pre-IPO companies, which is why they have an accredited investor program. Because at the end of the day, we are. There's too many immature people out there who think that the company owes them something because they buy a crypto, right? And it just doesn't work that way. So I don't want to rant too much about it, but I'm just trying to give you guys some perspective, right? Because what's important, guys, is that if you want to become a successful investor, if you want to become a multimillionaire in this space, you have to behave like one, right? That is the first step. Behave like one. So whenever you're sitting there and you're typing some angry thing on X because you're frustrated, type it out. By all means, type it out. And don't click send. Just let it sit there for about a half an hour, come back to it, and reread what you typed. And I can guarantee you, most of the time you're going to cringe at what you were about to say, right? And you'll delete it. It's like the angry email theory, right? Type out your email, but don't send it, right? Type out your post, leave it there, come back and read it half an hour later when you've calmed down, and you're gonna be like, ooh, man, yeah, maybe I was acting a little bit ridiculous there, right? That's what I would highly encourage, guys. Again, you have to behave as though you are, right? If you want to be a multimillionaire in investing, behave as though you are, right? And start to adopt that mentality of success. Successful people don't whine and complain online. They don't, right? So I'm trying to encourage here, right? Encourage to have a broader mindset. When you invest, one of the key things you do in investing is you wait for your investments to mature. You don't try to force your investment to mature before it's time, right? You don't try to will it there. You wait, you invest, you wait. That's it. You wait for some of the most successful investors on the planet Earth have spent extended periods of time doing absolutely nothing, just sitting on their bags, not buying, not selling, just hodling and waiting, right? You have to adopt a successful mindset if you're going to be successful, okay? I want you to remember that, guys. And the reason that I said that was because if we go back here, we see this person, not to call them out or anything, but it says, how do you expect any U.S. money to flow into the coin if they don't know what's happening? I believe this project and Hara believe in it, though it seems like this year isn't making any kind of comeback. Guys, 2024 was a phenomenal year, and that's another problem is recency bias, right? 2024, looking back, was a phenomenal year. It is up over 500% from 2024, right? Amazing partnerships. Hara himself did over 25 AMAs, and people will still complain he's not transparent, right? The man has done more AMAs in a single calendar year than any other CEO of any other crypto company out there, and yet it's still not good enough, right? It's absurd. It's absurd, right? And to say things like, well, we don't know what's going on. We do know what's going on. I know what's going on. We talk about what's going on this channel all the time, right? All the time, every day, 3 times a day, we do videos talking about what's going on. We know what's going on. people just don't do research. They expect the research to plop right in front of them on their screen, or else they're angry and they say, like, how often do you see something like that? How often do you see somebody say, well, there's no update on this? Meanwhile, there's been updates on it for a week. It's that they didn't go digging. They didn't go looking for it, right? It didn't plop down in front of them. So there must not be an update, right? People are lazy. They don't do research, right? They don't go read about it. If it doesn't plop down in their lap, they assume it doesn't exist, right? So we have to stop doing that. And when I say we, I understand that it's only a small amount of the community that behaves that way, right? But we need to encourage them to stop being that way. We need to encourage them to actually be supportive of the company. Stop tagging Hara in angry posts and stuff like that. That achieves nothing, right? All you're really doing when you write an angry post about a project that you're invested in, and you tag them in it, all you're doing is potential other investors see your post because you tagged them in it, and then they're like, oh, you know what? This person here says that this company is no good. Like, it looks like this person's frustrated as an investor. I'm not investing in that company. That's what you're doing. You're hurting your own investment by preventing other people, new investors, to come in and become holders of the project. That's what you're doing. Do you understand that? Like, you're acting in a detrimental way against your own bags and then blaming other people for it. So just don't be that guy. Okay. Don't be that guy. Let's support, guys. Let's get behind it. Let's support it. Let's move on to some Onyx coin stuff, guys. So here we got, again, courtesy of community member, my brother from another mother, Jetpack. Shout out to him. Likes to send me a lot of fantastic research on XCN Onyx coin. So he says, shouts out to Stock Holiday X marks the spot. Do you have eyes to see, or will you miss out on this, guys? Check this out. Visa and XCN Onyx coin chain, guys. You love to see it.
This coin will be used as a bridge. It will be bridging a lot of the traditional finance companies with blockchain. They got partnerships with Visa, BlackRock. PayPal is using chain, and chain is going through Onyx coin XCN.
Visa, BlackRock, guys.
More than just a concept. This is a lot more than just a proposed.
No, we got more on chain.
And this is a lot more than just a concept. This is a lot more than just a proposal. This is a lot more than just a white paper. The chain protocol is implemented today in a piece of flagship software, which is called Chain Core. And it is Chain Core which organizations run to either launch a new network or connect to an existing one. So both Visa and the participating institutions will run this software. And here's
Visa,
and this is
Chain Core, XCN. You love to see it, guys. This is just the tip of the iceberg, guys. People like myself and Jetpack, we've been telling you guys about this for like a year now, right? And people are just starting to discover it now, guys. You are not bullish enough. And what I got to say, guys, when you get in early on these plays, like I said, we were buying Onyx coin last March, right? So get over to the Patreon, get in early. We printed another millionaire the other day. Another one of our Patreon members hit 7 digits, you guys. We celebrate it every single time. We love seeing it. That is the goal. Help everyone get up to that 7-digit mark going into the next bear market. Help everyone become a whole coiner in Bitcoin, and, you know, building a fresh portfolio in the next bear market to really compound those 7 figures, maybe make them 8 figures. Who knows, right? That is the plan. Well, not who knows. It's pretty realistic that you can. So that's what we're doing over there, guys. We're looking at 2 gems right now that we are mass accumulating. I am scooping up another huge bag of it today, of one of them today, guys. So we're looking at 2 more gems that can perform very soon, the way Onyx coin has done over the last couple of days. And I'm dropping another gem next week. Do not miss out on these, guys. This one I'm dropping next week as well. Very early project, going to be absolutely amazing. So get over there, guys. Get over to the Patreon. Join the community. We do group video calls twice a day, every day now. And I'm telling you right now, we have hundreds and hundreds of new people who've joined over the last couple of days. And I'm getting a lot of feedback on these group video calls that they're able to join in on. And I'm telling you guys right now, it's like nothing you've experienced. It's unprecedented access to the community, to myself, to each other, being able to see and hear everybody else, communicate, ask all the questions. We had a couple people, new people, in the live group video call we did last night, and they got to ask a lot of questions. They got a lot of guidance in terms of, we were helping them figure out how to utilize the Coinbase wallets, right? Because Coinbase wallet is a great place if you're in the States to be able to scoop up a lot of these gems that we look at, right? So a lot of help from the community, not just me, from other veterans. We have a ton of veterans in this industry over there, guys, and we're all there helping all of the newer people make sure that they have their exit plans in place, figure out what prices they should be exiting at, what they should be picking up right now that's going to be pumping, right? All that stuff and more, guys. And you also, on top of all of that, you get to book one-on-one coaching AMAs with me personally as well. That is also an option for you. So get over there, get the tools that you need, join the community, guys, join the group video calls. Let's get these gems in your pockets. Let's get that portfolio beefed up, jacked, stacked, and fanny packed. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one.